How's it going? Taste Bud Takeover. Today we are going to make a New York strip. I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to cook a New York strip. So we're going to skip all the extra herbs and spices. We're just going to use simple salt and pepper. So start off with your steak. You're going to want to leave this out for maybe 15 to 30 minutes before you cook it, so it comes up to room temperature, so you get a more even kind of cooking process. So ideally, you'd like to put your salt in. You'd like to salt your meat about, again, like an hour before you cook it. Some people have even salted it maybe a day before you cook it and like leave it in the fridge and stuff. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to be doing it now. So I just wanted to show you how much I salt mine. You can salt yours however you want it, or season it rather. But here we go. I like to be very generous with my salt and peppers. Just bring it at the front, at the bottom. Then I love a lot of pepper on mine too. So here we go. This is about a 3/4 of a pound of New York strip. So it's a little bit of a thicker cut. You can see by the fat cap this is a signature fat cap. It comes on every New York strip, so you can identify them. Here we go. We're gonna get the front side. And the fat cap is really important because we have to sear that, cook that first and let it kind of cook down, render a little bit. And that's gonna add to the flavor as well. All right, so now we have a pan heating up. You're gonna wanna use a decent amount of oil so you can create a crust. And then, yeah, you're gonna wanna use a high smoke temperature oil, like a grapeseed oil, but I'm using coconut right now. So we gotta get this on there quick because it's already smoking. So we're ready to go. Oh shoot. Crap. We're gonna put this, actually, you know what? We're gonna do it right like that. We'll hit the fat cap last. So right now, as you can see, it's smoking quite a bit because we have that pan really, really hot. And that is what is gonna give us our crust on the outside. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I think we need some more. Oh, that's a lot. There we go. Hey, how's it going, Jenna? How's it going, Scarlett? MCL, what up? So I like to cook mine about 2 minutes each side. I like to get it up to 115 to 120. It's gonna be a nice rare steak. Do you have the thermometer?
Oh, it's right here.
Here you go. What's your name? My name's Miles. Julio, what's up? What are you guys having for dinner? We're having a New York strip steak today. If you guys like this type of content, please leave me a like and a subscribe. Best cooker. Trying to get there. So some people like to put like a big flat surface on the top of their steak to make sure they get an even steak. I think you can probably just go like this and get like the similar results. So that's just my opinion. How do you guys like your steak? Do you like it rare, medium rare? Do you like it well done? I like a very red center. Best streamer, thanks. I doubt that seriously, but here we go. Here we are. All right, let's check our bottom. Ooh, we're doing pretty good. We're gonna leave it on for just a little bit longer. So some other things that you're gonna need with your steak are gonna be some aromatics. You can use thyme, you can use rosemary, I like to personally use thyme because it's the cheapest and most readily available. We are getting a lot of smoke in here. All right, so we're gonna flip this over. Oh, we got a nice crust. We got a nice crust on that. See that? Woo! That's good. Sous vide is the best way to cook. You know, it is. It really is. Except the equipment is a little expensive. I know you can buy sous vide sticks. This thing actually doesn't even work. The sous vide like kind of machines where you just stick it in a pool of water, I'm guessing. Yeah, those are kind of, I think they're like 50 to 70 bucks, and those are pretty good. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll get one of those. Have you ever tried a reverse sear? Yes, I have, and it works great. I've even tried a reverse sear in the air fryer. So you put you put your steak in the air fryer for about, well, you just bring it up to, I think about 100 degrees, and then you get it really hot on here, and then you sear it both sides. The first time I did that, I cooked it a little, I overcooked it a little bit, but then I got it down. So I'm pretty good at that. In the air fryer, you don't think like, hey, we're gonna air fry a steak, but it actually works. It's the same thing as the oven if you put it, if you do it correctly. As you can see, look at that sear on our steak. It's looking pretty good, guys. Okay, we're getting to the end, so I'm gonna throw a few leaves of thyme in there. These are gonna burn right away, I'm guessing. So, oh, just gonna splatter. That's okay, we're having fun here. Put some butter in there. Let's get it going. I had a blue steak once, never again. That's how my girlfriend likes it. She likes it as rare as possible. Yeah, Sam, give it a try. It's a really good, it works pretty good if you do it right. It's honestly not that hard. You could probably get it done. So the one thing you can't forget is the fat cap on the side. So it's cooking a little bit. We'll finish it off at the end, just to get some good flavor on there. Turn this on just to see what we got. Ooh, we got some nice color on this. So right now, I'm gonna get that fat cap. So see, if you can see that, it looks pretty good on both sides. That side it looks even better. We're gonna get that fat cap and we're gonna temp our steak and see what we're at. No way we're at 77 degrees. 70. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I'll turn this down. Yeah. All right, so see, we've rendered that fat, but it's still coming up a little under temperature where we're supposed to be at. So we're gonna turn down the heat and we're gonna let the rest cook. I'm gonna go back to that side. You can't be afraid of a little smoke. You're gonna have some smoke when you cook some steak. Huh. Turn down the heat. Has anyone else had a blue steak? I had one time, and it was scary. Like I had like a super from a restaurant, and I had a blue steak, and this is before I like got introduced to like eating or doing steaks a lot and knowing what's safe and what's not. And normally at restaurants, if they cook it for you blue, it's generally safe to eat. If you think steak tartare is going to be basically a raw steak, and you're eating that, or raw beef, and you're eating that. So you could probably get away with a lot. But I had this one, and it was really, really kind of sketchy. So I kind of got grossed out. But then after that, I went back to different restaurants, not this one, and gotten blue steaks before, or not blue steaks, medium rare steaks. Sorry, rare steaks And that's been totally fine. Never. Is it still cold in the middle? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's kind of cool in the middle. So it is an odd feeling if you're not used to it. All right, let's see where we're at. Blue steak is the best steak. Yes, it is. There it is. I'm not buying this. This says 95 degrees. These temperature, sorry, these like little temperature food thermometers are a little wacky. We're gonna pull it now and see where we're at. All right. I think I'll love them. See which side is the better side. What are you making? I'm making a New York strip steak. So check it out. Actually, I'm gonna put you guys right in front. So here is our strip steak. And as you can see, we got a perfect crust on this guy. We have our fat cap. It's all rendered. It's gonna taste amazing. Both sides actually turned out incredible. Now, final part is we get to cut into it and see if we've, well, actually we have to let it rest. So you're supposed to let it rest for about, I think it's like half the time that you've cooked it for. Let's do half. 2 minutes, we'll be right back. We'll cut into this thing and we'll see how we did. What seasonings are you using on the steak before cooking? Salt and pepper, that's it. Why the time you let it rest for 3 minutes, then its heat is gone. Let's just cut it open after a minute. Warm steak in it. Perfect. All right, we'll give it about another 30 seconds. You know, and you got a point. You do have a point, because after, I've noticed as well, after you let it rest for a little bit, or even if you let it rest as long as you cook it for, like some people like to do, it is kind of like cold. Warm steak, it's not very appetizing. But yeah, simple salt and pepper. But as you, once you flip it, you can add your butter, your aromatics, your thyme, your rosemary, add a few cloves of garlic. I didn't put any garlic in here because the pan was so hot, and I think it was just gonna burn, but you can do whatever you want. So check it out. Oh, son, I think we might have failed. Oof, took this a little long. Okay. Uh-oh, I think we might have done it medium. Let's try this out though. Still fantastic. Let's get into the thicker part of the steak. I have a solid meat thermometer. Yeah, this is medium well. We should have definitely done it a little bit less. I don't know, what would you call that? It's still red in the middle. Sorry, pink in the middle, and you can see it's like dark red. That's not dark red. It's like pink in the middle. So that's probably like a medium more than anything. Kind of like more medium well on the sides. But it's still good. I love the taste to it. Okay, so you see this temperature, or so the probe, it'll say like 75. It was reading 75 to like 95, which I know is a little off because I had it in a blazing hot pan, but sometimes they malfunction. Anyways, guys, if you like steak videos like this, consider giving me a like, subscribe, and we'll be back pretty soon. I'm gonna be making burgers over like tomorrow, and then early this week, Monday and Tuesday, I think we're gonna do a mushroom pasta. If you guys like food like that, feel free, come back. Love to have y'all. Have a good one.